American robotics companies are sounding the alarm. They see a clear and present need for a national robotics strategy. These industry leaders, including giants like Tesla and Boston Dynamics, are calling for a coordinated effort to keep the US competitive. They warn that without a strategy, the nation risks falling behind in a critical sector. This call to action is not about robots taking over. It's about ensuring the US remains a leader in innovation and technology. The proposed strategy is comprehensive. It aims to create a supportive environment for the robotics industry to thrive. The plan calls for the establishment of a dedicated federal office. This office would oversee and coordinate robotics development across different sectors. It would also streamline funding and support research initiatives. In essence, it's about creating a central hub for all things robotics in the US government. The urgency behind this call for a national robotics strategy stems from several factors. Firstly, robotics is no longer a niche technology. It's rapidly becoming integral to various industries. From manufacturing and healthcare to logistics and defense, robots are poised to transform how we live and work. This widespread adoption means the economic and strategic implications of robotics are enormous. Secondly, the US faces stiff competition in the global robotics race. China in particular has emerged as a powerhouse in robotics development and deployment. The Chinese government has identified robotics as a strategic priority and has invested heavily in research, development and implementation. This has enabled China to become the world's largest market for industrial robots, surpassing the US and other developed nations. China's rise in robotics is not merely about numbers, it's about a comprehensive strategy. The Chinese government has implemented a multi-pronged approach to foster its robotics industry. This includes setting ambitious targets for robot adoption, providing generous subsidies to robotics companies, and investing heavily in robotics education and training programs. This proactive approach has allowed China to make significant strides in robotics, particularly in areas like artificial intelligence and automation. While the US still leads in fundamental AI research, China is rapidly catching up by focusing on practical applications and large-scale deployment. This combination of government support, market access, and a focus on implementation has propelled China to the forefront of the global robotics revolution. The US finds itself at a critical juncture. Without a clear and comprehensive national robotics strategy, it risks falling behind in this rapidly evolving field. This isn't just about losing ground in a single industry, it's about the potential erosion of American leadership in innovation and technology. A national robotics strategy for the US would need to address several key areas. Firstly, it needs to prioritize and streamline funding for robotics research and development, both in academia and industry. This includes supporting basic research, encouraging collaboration between universities and companies, and facilitating the commercialization of promising robotics technologies. Secondly, the US needs to invest heavily in its workforce. This means expanding access to STEM education at all levels, creating specialized training programs for robotics technicians and engineers, and attracting top talent from around the world. Finally, the US needs to create a regulatory environment that encourages innovation and investment in robotics. This includes streamlining the approval process for new robotics technologies, establishing clear safety standards, and addressing ethical concerns related to robotics and AI.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Always Mabel Canada and click the notification bell to get notified every time we upload all the amazing videos. See you next time.